underway, and this will be the last game to tip off on the opening night. China, decided underdogs coming into this contest against the USA. USA have been on quite a roll in international basketball, the women's team and the men's team. You see the games today: Australia, Belarus, and Serbia, all winners, and now the USA will take on China. And I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Lloyd Gardner. And before we get his comments, we're going to have the introductions of the starting lineups. See the FIBA rankings for women as well. USA at the top. No surprise, China are number 8 in the FIBA ranking. Well, it's the FIBA World Championship for women here in the Abdiapechi, Istanbul, Group D. The United States getting ready to take on China. And Lloyd, as we look at Lindsay Whalen and these famous American players come out on the court, they have one thing in mind and one thing only, and that is to go all the way to the title and not losing any games, to win them all.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a team, Jeff, we know has dominated women's basketball in recent years. You know, the US have 8 World Championship titles. That's as many as all the other teams combined. There's only 4 countries have ever won the World Championships. You know, the US really have dominated. In the last 9 tournaments, they've medaled at each of them, winning 6 out of 9 golds. So I think that shows you the quality and strength and depth of this USA basketball lineup. Of course, we know they're current world champions and they're the current Olympic champions as well.
But China, the team that used to dominate in Asia, they finished 3rd last year. And Japan winning that title deservedly. They're kind of in rebuilding mode under Coach Tom Marr. So you see, I think without question, their leading player, Lu Win, who made the all-tournament team last year in Bangkok. She was terrific, and she'll be looking to build on that experience. So we're going to have the playing of the national anthems here. The United States first, and then China. And now the national anthem of China. China and the USA meeting at midcourt. Gino Auriemma, the coach of USA, greeting Tom Marr. 2 of the coaching greats, I think you'd have to say. Of course, Auriemma is a long-time successful coach at the University of Connecticut. Tom Marr, former Australia, New Zealand, China coach, Great Britain. Now the referees, Guilherme Locatelli leads the way, the Brazilian, also from Turkey and Belgium. Muslim Yalman and Reno Geller. Well, it's the 2014 FIBA World Championship for women here in the Abdi Apeche in Istanbul, Turkey, the city where East meets West. And I guess we have a couple of teams here, one from the East and one from the West. Let's look at the team from the West, the USA, coached by Gino Auriemma. Take your pick. You could talk about any of these players.
Well,
really.
that's it. Where do you start with this
Household
USA
names.
team? Yeah. I mean, 4 players in double figures at the 2012 Olympics. Diana Taurasi, Tina Charles, Candice Parker, Angel McGottry. So you could start with any of those, but of course, in comes Brittany Griner as well. You know, another established player has come through the collegiate system. She starts at the center. Look at that, strength in depth. Sue Bird and Taurasi in the backcourt. Maya Moore, Tina Charles. I mean, how do you stop that lineup if you're China?
Well, Bird becoming the first player to appear with the United States at 4 FIBA World Championships for women, so that's quite a remarkable streak, and still in the starting lineup, I might add. So it's not like she's just tagging on in the squad. You can see with China, a lot of youngsters. If you follow Asian basketball, you'll know them. I was looking during the national anthem at Sung Mingran. Lu Wen was fantastic last year. So it's a team that Tom Marr, you know, we expect him to be in transition at this FIBA World Championship, and he'll be looking to get to that next round and then take the chances. But you see the starters, Chen, Lu, Cheng, Gao, and Huang. Gao Song is a player as well, the forward who can put a lot of points on the board. But make no mistake, this is a team that starts as decided underdogs tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is a team, you know, comes in just 23 years of age on average. So it comes in as a team which is really preparing for the Olympic Games at Rio in 2016.
2 protagonists we expect, Lu Wen and Maya Moore. And of course they'll know each other because Maya Moore as well has played in China. And she's been the best player over there. And there you see Brittany Griner, one of the new stars of USA basketball. Auriemma. He thought we all thought that was going to be it for him after London. He won the world title in the Czech Republic in 2010. He led the USA to the gold at the Olympics in London. And then lo and behold, USA basketball announced Gino Auriemma is coming back to coach the team. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I have to say, take nothing away from Coach Auriemma, but it can't be a hard team to coach, can it? With the ability, with the players, with the depth that they have, it's got to be a very enjoyable experience. Of course, Coach Auriemma coached a lot of these players at their college as well, so he has a relationship. I'm sure it's a pleasant experience for him being able to coach them now, some of which he hasn't coached apart from, you know, these tournaments in the summer for a long time.
There you see Tom Marr, who is back with his second stint with China. He took over and coached them when they hosted the Olympics in 2008, when Ann Donovan was the coach of the USA. And you know, don't forget, is to see the Chinese come out on the court. Okay, USA started as the favorites, but you know what? They started as the favorites back in 2006, and they didn't win it. So while we think that they're unbeatable, certainly, you know, any team can have a bad game, and at some point in this tournament, you would expect them to face a really difficult task. I don't think anybody, certainly the contenders, Turkey, France, Spain, all of these teams, China, whoever you want to say, they're going to go out and give their best shot against this USA team.
Oh, well, they're not unbeatable. No team is really. They are favorites. They've got a fantastic team. They're very deep. You know, every position has talent for them. But, of course, any team can upset them, and I'm sure they know that.
Griner's out there wearing the goggles. She'll be jumping center against Huang. And USA women wear the red. And they're the only USA national team that does so.
Wearing red shoes as well. Everybody but Taurasi. Obviously gets special dispensation as wearing the black. Everybody else in the red shoes.
So the USA winning the opening tip. Tina Charles is out there for the USA. One of the veterans now. Maya Moore pulls up and misses, and quickly China with the rebound. And that's Chen, the point guard. Passes over to Lu Wen. Huang comes up top. And a battle down low.
Number 14, Tina Charles.
And Tina Charles picks up an early foul. Now, she knows what it's like to play in Turkey. She's one of the Americans that has actually played here. She played for Galatasaray. She was one of their top players at the time. Diana Taurasi has played in Turkey for both Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. Huang for the jumper, and Maya Moore goes up and takes the rebound. Over to Sue Bird. Sue Bird pulls up, and the record-breaking Sue Bird with appearances at World Championships starts things off with the jump shot.
I'm a big Sue Bird fan. She's a great point guard, very good playmaker, runs the team, not a huge scorer usually.
Al Song gets in, has the shot blocked by Diana Taurasi. Now Maya Moore. Nifty pass back to Brittany Griner. Moore back to Griner, gets in, and she's fouled. Now she, it's been a big deal when the women dunk the ball, and she was dunking it in warm-ups. So she's probably going to be looking for one of those opportunities tonight.
She's been dunking since high school, so it's not anything unusual for Brittany Griner. She's got to get the space. First of all, I think USA and Griner, we focused on the win. Good performance.
Nice soft touch from Griner there. So China in a little bit of a hole here early. Nothing that a three-pointer can't take care of. One up against the star-studded USA team. Moore with the rebound. Chen with the miss. Moore. Over the shoulder pass to Griner, and she doesn't take long at all to flush one.
That's how easy it is. Beautiful play from Maya Moore. Pushes it in transition. Great pass from her.
Gao Song. Kind of a statement play, isn't it? Gao Song right at the top of the key. Short. Chen with the rebound, fouled by Bird.
Number 6,
We've seen what a mental game basketball can be earlier in this tournament, and how will China respond. They're down 5-0. They've already been dunked on. We're only 2 minutes into the game. Do they have the mental capacity to really make a game of this, or are they going to fold in the early stages here?
And it's not easy to make the inbounds pass with Maya Moore there. So do get the inbounds to Huang in the corner. Now Chen. Over to Cheng. Back outside to Chen. And Chen with a little runner. Nope. Huang was challenging for the rebound. And I think Griner got her hands on it and knocked it out of bounds. Here's the effort you can see. Oh, the ball went off of Moore, in fact. Chen over to Lu Wen. Her pass inside, off of Gao Song, out of bounds.
Really separates the US team from the rest of the world for me. The defense, they're so good, so aggressive, but without fouling. Nothing comes easy against the US defense.
Sue Bird brings it back out. Gets it into Charles, who's going to have to create, and puts up the shot. Gao Song with the rebound over to Chen. Cheng Feng's in the right corner. And really, there's just no space at all. Very difficult just to catch a pass against this USA team. Taurasi back to Maya Moore. And quickly, the USA out to a 7-0 lead.
So smooth on the break, 2-on-1. It's like there was no one there. Maya Moore lays it up for an easy 2. Look at that 7-0 start.
And the battle for position, Huang is fouled by Brittany Griner.
Number 15, Commissioner Brittany Griner. First personal fan major and team stars. Amerika Birleşik Devletleri'nin 3. takım foul.
Gino Orima calling the plays. Lu Win picks up her dribble. Now passes it. And Chen for 3, and she gets China on the board. Now Taurasi. She whips it over to Sue Bird. And her pass inside is knocked away by Lu Win. Ching Fang. Lu Win. She's going to take on Tina Charles. She is. Misses, but Gao Song with the rebound. And from a size perspective, really, you look, and China do not look as if they give away too much size against the United States. Chen. Little runner. And confident start here by Chen.
Great start from China. Good response, defensive sequence. Very good as well. Out of the pick and roll, switch between the bigs, cause that turnover.
Taurasi looking to set up her teammates right now. Cross-court pass over to Maya Moore, who gets in, uses her body, and a foul is called on China, on Lu Win, I think.
Number 10,
but not, it wasn't on Moore. She flashed through. Tina Charles crashing the boards. But look at Chen, the confident move. Here's another look at it. Sue Bird up top. And Maya Moore misses the jumper, but Tina Charles again with another rebound. Now she's going to post up Huang. She's going to go up with the left hand and denied. There's Chen. The winner of all the groups, remember the 4 group winners, will advance to the quarterfinals. Oh, beautiful play from Lu Win, but Maya Moore recovered to block the shot.
Help defense from Moore.
And Diana Taurasi fouled before the shot from Chen.
Number 5,
Son of Ingram is going to come into the game. Boy, how good is Diana Taurasi? Somebody was asking me who is kind of like the greatest figure in basketball, in women's basketball. The person I think is Taurasi, but there's so many great players they've had, including, you look at this team and you could pick several that you could say will go on to become the greatest. You know, it's just an incredible embarrassment of riches, really.
It's always going to be an argument, but yeah, Taurasi's definitely up there, top 2 or 3. Don't think anyone would argue with that.
Great shot from Gao Song and ties it up at 7-all.
Stars from China. Gao Song is one of them. She's got her first basket now.
Speaking of stars, a player with 2 of the stars tattooed on her shoulders, upper arms, gets it. Brittany Griner gets it in the lane and calls the foul from Sun. Here's Gao with that jump shot. Also coming in is Yang Li Wei rather, for China. Maya Moore comes over and catches a breather. Lindsay Whalen. She was an important part of the 2010 team, as was Moore. Moore played in that team as a collegian still when she was at UConn. And Griner, who played at Baylor before going on to play in the WNBA, Phoenix. And both free throws good.
Number 7,
Coughtry's come in for the USA, number 8. So that brings energy. And this is the problem that you will have playing the USA, is that when they bring bodies off the bench, they're coming at you 100 miles per hour with plenty of energy. You can see the pressure full court. There's McCaughtry coming behind. And nice ball handling there from the youngster, Yang, just 19 years of age. And we were talking about her with the representative from China on the way over to the arena this morning on the bus, and said, look out for this kid.
Yeah, well, the question is, you know, she's 19 years old. It's almost like a free game for China. This game isn't going to make or break their qualification chances. No one's going to really give them any hope of beating the US, or really, you know, they don't need to beat the US in order to qualify. So get her out there, get some experience under her. You know, let her play against the Americans to show her what needs to be done going forwards.
So she's guarding Whalen. And here's Taurasi, who whips a pass. Inside it goes to Griner. And nice recognition. I think it was Charles who delivered that pass.
Yeah, it was beautiful execution offensively from the USA. So unselfish. And some of the other teams perhaps try and take that early option, not the US.
And Angel McCaughtry comes from behind, knocks it away. And now she gets ahead on the fast break, hands it back to Taurasi. And Taurasi will have to settle for a couple of free throws.
Like you were saying, this US team just doesn't stop, does it? Bodies off the bench, playing at such a high level, such a high intensity, because they know, you know, they're 12 deep, so they're not going to play a lot of minutes, so they might as well maximize when they are on the floor.
But what I like about how they, as you see Gao Song going over, Xiao team coming in, is the USA, the unselfishness that you're seeing from Taurasi. I mean, that's really her first look at the basket now. And Angel McCaughtry gets out on the fast break, makes the pass to Taurasi.
Well, it's got to be, you know, when your leaders buy in, it sets the tone for everybody else. Taurasi and even Tina Charles has done a fabulous job of that.
Well, Yang again in the open floor, pulls it back. Sun. And the foul on Angel McCaughtry. Foul, 24 years of age. The other 19-year-old in the China team is Li Ming. She's number 6. She's a guard. So both guards, teenage guards, getting the blessing. There's Brianna Stewart talking about youngsters there on the USA bench. He's 20. Lu Wen comes back in for Chang Feng. Lu Wen's tough. I think it's been a promising start for China.
Been very, very positive indeed. Just want to stay competitive throughout this game. Give themselves a chance. You never know in the fourth quarter.
Brittany Griner. And right now it's the Brittany Griner show. She's scoring all over the place. 9 points. She's got the dunk. She's got the free throws. She's got the jumper.
And she's shown the whole package, isn't she, offensively?
And her defense that time denies the easy pass, but it goes out of bounds. So Sun comes out, Wong is going to come back in. You see, again, Griner with that soft touch. She really does have a soft touch, doesn't she? And that's what makes her doubly dangerous. You have to go out and guard her, she'll go around you. Nice penetration, missed, but Wong there for the rebound and put back. In fact, that was number 15, Zhang Litting.
Just a bit of hard work from China. Bodies at the ring, fighting for the rebound. They tip it, keep it alive, falls into the hands.
Lindsay Whalen gets inside. Tina Charles collects another rebound. Tina Charles doing the dirty work tonight. Angel McCaughtry drives in. Good box out from the youngster, but Zhang doesn't get the rebound. And McCaughtry punishes her with the long jump shots.
It's a 3 and just scowls. Thought she was fouled. I was giving her 2. Thought she was fouled on the drive. Wasn't given.
Zhang, 20 years old, hands off to Lu Wen. Puts up the left-handed runner. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Nope. Good hustle from Taurasi. Saves it in bounds to McCaughtry. McCaughtry goes in, drives, and scores. Yeah, great play from Angel McCaughtry. Good hustle. Lu Wen, the other end. And a foul called against the USA.
Play again from China. They gave up the layup in transition. They didn't worry, didn't put their hands down immediately. Ran it back down the other way.
Well, I got to tell you, I watched China. Here's McCautry. This is where she's just knows only one way to how to play. She is playing fast. I saw China last year in Bangkok, and just on this evidence here in the first quarter, they have taken a quantum leap in what they can do to play as well as they have so far against the USA. Some exciting players. Some newcomers, clearly. This makes just the one. Tina Charles with the rebound. Tina Charles has got 5 rebounds on the defensive end. 5 rebounds overall, excuse me. Here's Yang again for 3, and wasn't a horrible shot. Good hustle from China to get that ball back. And traveling is the call against Chao Ting, but I don't think Oriam is going to be too happy with the USA not coming away with those rebounds.
Well, the only reason China's staying in it, just pure effort. It's not that the US aren't working hard, but they have to secure the ball. They have to take that little bit of a further step, because China just puts sending bodies to the offensive glass, and that's causing problems.
Ogwumike has come in for the USA. And Grinder takes a seat. It's a 5-point advantage here late in the first quarter. USA trying to ratchet up a little bit the intensity here. Simone Augustus has come in, and Charles with yet another rebound. And Ogwumike over to a wide open Tarazi, and this time Huang doesn't keep Ogwumike away from the rebound. She bats it into the hands of Charles for an easy one.
Tried to box out, just wasn't able to keep Ogwumike off the boards.
Huang at the front of the rim. Now, Lindsay Whalen, the final 17 seconds. USA going to hold it for 1 shot. And starting to gain a little bit of separation here against China. Whalen gets the pick. Yang sticks with Charles. Ogwumike puts it up. And Yang gets it off in time, or does she? Hits the front of the rim. She's an exciting development, without question, for China, Yang. But the USA leading it 20-13 over China. But USA 8 of 19 inside the arc. You can see China struggling shooting the ball. But the extra effort trying to match the USA on the boards, giving them some second opportunities. 3 blocks for the USA. Tina Charles has been a real beast inside. She's got the 6 rebounds. She's got 6 of the USA's 15 rebounds.
I think both teams take positives from this first quarter, though. China, yes, they're down 7, but if you think through large stretches of that first quarter, they showed they can make a game of this. They showed they can play with the US. For the USA, it's never easy, you know, to blow out a team, to win a game by a big margin, especially, you know, when you've got an embarrassment of riches. You've got so many options, almost too many. So, you know, they're trying to find their flow. Their advantage will really come second half or later in the game, with the pure numbers that they have and the speed and energy they can play at throughout the 40 minutes will start to come to the forefront.
20-13, the USA on top of China here at the FIBA World Championship for women. Start of the second quarter here in the Adiapechi in Istanbul. Remember, another team from Asia gave Belarus a hard time today that wasn't expected. Korea forced them to hit a late three-pointer to win that game. Now China have come out so far and given a good account of themselves against the defending champions. Cheng Feng puts up a long one. Team Ogwumike with the rebound. And Lindsay Whalen brings it back out. Candice Dupree. Dupree gets it right at the line.
Again, solid defense from China. Yes, it was an open shot, but really, you've got to give something up against this US team, and I think that's the shot they'll give them.
Yep, that's a good point. Wow. Chen Zhaojia has come out with her shooting shoes on today. She's got China back to within 4, 20-16. Tarazi. There's Chen.
Numbers.
Over to Cheng Feng. And she gets inside, and foul, I think, is called on Simone Augustus.
Confident play from China. Don't back down at all. Defense goes under the screen, they knock it down, and then in transition, there was defenders back for the US, but still an excellent job by Feng Cheng to attack and try and get to the ring and create that foul.
Back to a three-point deficit. You know, you need time to develop a program, really. And you know, Tom Maher left Bangkok last year, you know, believing he had a lot of work to do, but he also said, you know, we've got some youngsters in the pipeline that are going to help us. And it seems like China have taken a step forward. Of course, you know, this is a 40-minute game. This could end up being a blowout. You never know, but good hustle from Tarazi to save it. And it goes to Augustus, and Simone Augustus drives in. Chen gets it across midcourt. Gao Song. And from the right corner, and number 9 for China, Ji Yanyan. Now Whalen. And her pass collected by Dupree. It's a one-point game. Whalen pulls up. Nice little soft touch from Lindsay Whalen.
Again, the Chinese defense did a good job. Whalen had to make a tough shot. You know, China are playing exceptionally well. They really are. We talked about, you know, young pieces. Every one of the players we've sort of talked about under the age of 25. Here's one of them. Gao Song, just 22 years of age.
Sue Bird is going to come in and give her teammate Diana Taurasi a breather. Sue Bird is out of your screen. You can't see it, but there you see Oriema. He was kind of lobbying with the referee. Ji misses that, but Huang gets the rebound. Cheng Feng over to Huang. And offensive foul called on Huang. She was being guarded closely by Ogwumike. Watch this. Just kind of used the right arm to push off, and right in front of the referee, you can't do that. Lindsay Whalen comes out. So Maya Moore comes back in. And good play from China again. You know, we're so used to seeing USA open up big leads on everybody, so I think we're almost kind of in shock that China have come out as strong as they have. And it looked like they're playing with confidence. And what's interesting is their size. They just, like I said, they don't give too much away to USA in terms of the size department. Ogwumike, though, starting to become a factor in this game for the USA. And Tom Maher wants to call a timeout, and does, with his team leading now 26-21. Assist to turnover ratio. Well, 3 assists, 5 turnovers for China. 7 assists, 1 turnover. You see, Tamar has a translator talking to the team. Points in the paint. The USA
flash to the elbows.
7 of 15.
Flash to the
So they're
elbows.
getting a lot more. We haven't seen Brandon
Face up
Stewart yet.
and take your man one-on-one. The rest of you guys face out.
Now we heard take your man one-on-one.
Flash to the elbows, take your man one-on-one. As I said, it's quite easy to coach this team. Of course, there's more to it than that. It may just be a little quick hit up from Coach Oriyama. Well, I credit again Coach Tamar and this Chinese team. They've done an excellent job being prepared.
Well, you don't have to be a very good reader of lips to be a good lip reader to read what he said there. He was not happy. Anyway, the timeout. I think that must have been the offensive foul on Huang that he was upset about. There's Huang. And Huang unsuccessful. But, you know, because China challenge for the rebound, they don't make it easy for the USA to come down with it. It's little things like that. You don't give up. And that was Chen with the extra effort. Now Greiner's going to come back in for the USA. Jeet, her pass. That'll be an over and back violation. Greiner comes back in for Ogwumike. And Ogwumike gets the high fives and the low fives. Takes a seat. So Sue Bird, Moore, Greiner, Augustus, and Dupree. And really, it looked like they were doing a pretty good job of denying the entry pass to Greiner there, and they had her kind of sandwiched both times, but they called the foul on Huang. She must have pushed off Greiner a little.
Yeah, I think that's what the official called.
Moore over on the baseline, and G has a hard time keeping Dupree off the boards. The ball goes out of bounds over to the USA. Now into Greiner, and Greiner just goes up. I suppose if she catches it that close to the basket, she's going to be pretty tough to stop. Huang catches it, and I think Greiner kind of lost her balance, and that's why she wrapped up the Huang. We're not going to call it unsportsmanlike on that. Well, maybe from that angle it looked a little more like
Yeah, I mean,
she wasn't going to let her have the layup, that's for sure.
No, I'm surprised she hasn't got 2 shots out of it, I have to say. I don't think it's an unsportsmanlike foul. But again, China, you know, they gave up the shot to Greiner. They tried to switch on a pick and roll. Didn't work. Greiner had the mismatch and scored over the top. And then immediately, China are back down the floor at the other end, attacking against Greiner, who's the player that scored, getting an easy shot themselves.
So Greiner's got a couple of fouls, and she comes out of the game. Ching Feng. Tina Charles goes back in. Gao Song puts up a soft little turnaround and gets it back to a 5-point deficit.
That's what you need, some one-on-one ability. You know, some excellence when your team needs a score. That's exactly what Song gave them.
And Dupree just shot it over the rim, but USA got the rebound. Sue Bird for 3. And the veteran misses, and they just are struggling to keep the USA off the glass. Good play from Maya Moore.
It's not a case of boxing out. They're trying to box out. They just don't have the physical strength at the moment to hold off the USA players. So credit to the Americans. Look at that. It was Simone Augustus, I believe, with the tip. She just pushed her man, just moved him enough to get a hand or a fingertip on it.
Sun comes back in for Huang, and also now we've got Huang Jing, who's come into the game, 28-year-old forward. Lu Wen's back in, and that pass from Chen was going over to Huang Ling, and it went out of bounds. Taurasi back in with Tina Charles, Augustus. So midway through the second quarter here, the USA would like to get some more separation. Maya Moore misses a wide open three. Chen calls the play for China. And Simone Augustus may have gotten away with one there. Lu Wen from the corner. And great, boy, that was just a terrific play from Tina Charles. She's like, you're not passing it anywhere close to me or I'm going to take it. But then Sue Bird just hands it right over to Huan Ling.
Sloppy couple of possessions. Both teams had open players. 4 turnovers. Let's start it all over again.
Sun was trying to post up Tina Charles. Here's Sun, and puts up a 3. I think she had her foot on the line, in fact. Moore with the rebound. Now, USA look to run. Taurasi, over it goes, and not able to convert, but Tina Charles is there for the follow, and she can't. But again, another opportunity, and again, this time Simone Augustus gets the putback. What they have, 4 chances?
Yeah, 4 easy ones as well for the US. Yeah, that's been the difference we talked about in other games. Turnovers and defensive rebounds, especially if you're the underdog and you're trying to get a victory. Up until now, China have done a very good job at that, but now the US starting to kind of stretch that advantage.
Well, they're now out rebounding China 25-18 after that one sequence. And the shot and the push from Diana Taurasi did not go unnoticed by the referee.
Number 12,
Sue Bird comes out. Wholesale changes here for Whalen coming in. Bird goes out, Chao Ting. Zhang comes back in, as well as Yang. Yang Liwei comes in. The youngster that was so good, the 19-year-old. Xiao drives in, and impressive move from Chao Ting.
Yeah, fantastic move. Used a weak arm for protection as well. Just moved Tina Charles out of the way to get the score.
Simone Augustus off the front of the rim. Quick shot.
And again, a pull-up jump shot. Absolutely what you'd give up if you have to choose against this USA team.
Zhang tries to set a pick. And Yang Li, offensive foul called on Zhang for she was trying to set the pick. She just couldn't set it.
But Yang, the problem was Yang, who had the ball, was kind of dancing, going one way then another. It meant the screen had to keep adjusting. She's got to try and use it quickly, if not move on the ball, get into some sort of offense.
Maya Moore to Whalen, little fade back, fade away. Oriema upset that there was no hold called. Here's a pass up ahead, and Sun unable to control it. That was a tough pass to catch. And you can see Tamar having a go at the player that made that pass. Entry now to Taurasi. She's short. USA coming up short on a lot of their jumpers. Li Ming, number 6, hands it off to Sun and throws it right into the hands of Lindsay Whalen. Lindsay Whalen's going to take it right in and draw the foul from Yang.
Good move from Whalen. There was an opportunity for the high-low. Zhang was open. She had a good seal. But Sun just couldn't quite find the pass and turns it over. It's Sun's turn to go out, get the Tom Ma treatment on the side.
So you can see the translator there. So foul was worth it because Whalen's missed the first one, but beware, if she misses this one, you better box out if you're China. And they do. Zhang gets the rebound. Yang. Zhao being pushed out by Maya Moore. Xiao Ting spins, gets inside, and another great move from Xiao Ting, number 7. 24-year-old. Tarazi comes in. Her jumper no good. That gives China a chance to get in transition. Oh, and she may have walked. Wasn't called. Zhang in there for the rebound. Huang's miss. Pace of the game quickening. Maya Moore for 3. Finally, a long jumper goes for the USA. To an 8-point lead.
First 3 of the game for the US. Took nearly 18 minutes or just over 18 minutes to get it.
I'm guessing that means we're going to see about 8 drop in one of these quarters, but Yang certainly looks like she's up for the occasion. She answers with a 3. Back to a 5-point deficit, 108 remaining here in this first half. Tina Charles. And boy, that's a tough move with the left hand.
Rotation was late, showed her to the baseline. And if you're going to do that, you have to be quick in helping. The defense wasn't quite there, it just left an open shot for Charles.
Xiao Ting's doing a good job moving without the ball. She gets it in the lane, but the turnover. And up ahead to Moore. And Moore just kind of floats in with the layup and takes it to a 9-point advantage. Tom Ma calls a timeout.
Well, Tom Ma will be frustrated because they were doing so well just in this last minute of the first half. They've just let it slip, you know, a couple of opportunities they couldn't take.
You can see even in a game like this where it seems like USA haven't been as dominant, they've still been able to get 11 points off turnovers. And if you look at the scoreboard, that's the difference in the game right now. It's 39-30. They can do things with their defense that other teams just can't do. If they get into transition, you're usually not going to stop them. The three-point shooting, the threes have helped China stay in the game. And you just have to wonder, when are those threes going to start falling for the USA? It'll probably happen in the 3rd or the 4th quarter. I can't imagine them not getting hot at some point.
Well, you talked, Jeff, about Dana Taurasi being unselfish early, getting everybody else involved. She did that. She got 3 assists. Now she's starting to look for the shot a little bit, but she actually hasn't made them. She's 0-4 from the field. And you're going to say a player of her quality, you'd expect her to start finding her range at some stage in this game if she continues to be aggressive.
I'll tell you what, though, there's not a better rebounder in the game than Tina Charles. She's got 9 rebounds. That's a game high by a country mile. 3-pointer.
The aggression again of China. They went 2 for 1. So they went quickly, knowing they'll get another possession here. Maybe.
There's only about a 3-second differential. I'm not sure I agree with that. I guess they wanted the good shot. But Lindsay Whalen is dribbling up top now with 6 on the shot clock. Here's Moore. And that rims out. Well, they do have a chance. And here's Yang. And they do get the 2 for 1, you're right. And she just takes it all the way down. And that is an impressive finish to the first half for China. And that youngster right there, who quite frankly, folks, is saying, hello, international basketball. A new star has arrived for China.
Yang has shown in this first half alone she belongs. 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 8 minutes. A very impressive performance from the young guard.
USA lead at 39-32 at the break here in Istanbul.
So
Well, inside the Abdi Apeche here, 39-32, the USA leading it at halftime. And really, if you think about it, some of those threes fall, maybe they got a much bigger lead. So maybe it's slightly deceiving.
Well, the three-point shot's been an equalizer. China have made them. The US haven't. You know, that's really countered the turnovers here. 12 for China, just 2 for US. So when you're saying, well, if the US start making their threes, you could say if China don't turn the ball over, then they're in the game. So it's finely balanced. It's a really intriguing second half here. Can China continue to shoot it? Will the US continue to struggle from the outside? Who's going to adjust during this 10-minute break?
Well, you see the leaders. You see Maya Moore. You know about her for her points, her scoring ability, but she's leading the USA with 2 steals. 39-32, the USA on top.
Second personal foul, Ikeji foul, and team second, Chini Ikeji.
39-32, the USA on top of China, but don't let that scoreline mislead you. I mean, China have really been in this game. I mean, they've given the USA fits. The defending champions haven't been making some shots. I'm expecting the USA to come out strong here in the third quarter and try to blow this thing open. I'm sure that Gino Auriemma had a few choice words at halftime for his team, but give credit to China. They've played extremely well. And the question for me, Lloyd, is what type of China are we going to see in the third quarter? Can they sustain the same attitude and, you know, match them with the physicality?
Well, I think there's lots of questions to be asked, Jeff. You know, can China continue to play the way they have? Yes, they're down 7 points, very much in this game, though. Can they continue to shoot the ball the way they have? 4 of 10 from the three-point line in that first half. An excellent job for them there. You know, will the Americans get going from the perimeter is the other question we ask. And then finally, you know, the turnovers, they're the big one. If China can cut that number down, if they can take away that stranglehold, you know, that lifeline the US have of points off of turnovers, then again, that's going to make this game closer than it has been up to this point. Or will the USA continue to turn the screw more and more in that area?
Well, it's the first game for both of these teams at the FIBA World Championship for women in Istanbul. We haven't seen the exciting talent Brianna Stewart. Maybe that's not surprising because of the inexperience at this level. We haven't seen Odyssey Sims either. Both of those players, newcomers, really for this setup. But maybe one reason is why, you know, they haven't been able to open up a huge lead. And Auriemma can't get him in the game yet.
Well, there's no rush into getting them in. You know, we've seen the US go very deep indeed, multiple players come in, but you know, China, it's all credit to China. The US have basically given us what we would expect. They haven't played particularly well, but they haven't played badly. They've looked after the ball, they've rebounded, they haven't shot well is the one area you can really pinpoint for a disappointment for them. But apart from that, you wouldn't really say anything else as to a poor US performance. More, you know, credit to China on what they've done.
Well, China getting the last-minute instructions. You hear it all the time. You know, watch that first 5 minutes of the third quarter. And I know the USA, the body language over on the bench. And also the smile from Gino Auriemma. You know, I think he's excited to have a tough game here as well for his team. He wants to see his players get tested. Well, 39-32, the USA on top here against China in this Group D game at the FIBA World Championship for Women. The second half is underway, and USA will look to gain some separation here between themselves and China, and offensive rebound gives them a second chance.
When China have done well, when they've had good spells, it's when they've rebounded the ball.
Griner kind of forced her way in there, couldn't, you know, China got in there and sandwiched her in. She couldn't move.
But again, credit the defense. It forced to the baseline. Remember in the first half, similar play happened. The rotation was a bit slow, and Tina Cha was finished. This time, Griner spins to the baseline. The defense is there. She can't get the easy finish.
See Liu Gao, Ching Fang in that lineup. And traveling is the call on China. Chen as well as Huang. They're also in there. Here's the travel.
Just a drag of the pivot foot, really.
Sue Bird into the corner to Tarazi. She gets it over to Maya Moore, and Maya Moore misses another one. Now Lu Wen. She's got that left hand wrapped. So she's obviously trying to get over an injury. Tamar shouts at her to get back down court to play defense. Sue Bird and Griner. You see she comes over to get the rebound. Lu Wen, I think, is called for a foul.
Second personal foul. We get your foul. And teams first. Second foul.
That's a very makeable shot for Sue Bird.
Yeah, great play from her. They want to raise this tempo. It's that same play. They're going to give it to Taurasi on a clear out, see if they can get her going. It could be worrying signs for China.
Yeah, if she gets it going, it could be good night, Irene, because...
Does she play for China? Well, she hasn't been on yet, has she? Irene?
She lives in Texas. Chen. And now Maya Moore. Quickly over to Bird. Brings it back to the middle of the court. Now Moore off the glass. And Huang doesn't go up and challenge the shot.
But she was blocked out. She couldn't. Griner did an excellent job holding her position. Meant that the help couldn't rotate.
Biggest lead of the game for the USA, 11 points. Ching Fang misses. The ball saved in bounds, and it goes to China. Ching Fang nowhere to go. Passes it back out to Chen. Remember, Chen settled things down early for China with the jump shot. The three. And Sue Bird knocked it out of her hands, but it went off of Maya Moore's hands. So China inbound it with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Huang goes right at Griner, and I think Griner got her hand on it. Now Taurasi hands it off to Griner, and Griner missed. Taurasi a little too unselfish there, maybe?
Yeah, I think she should have given it to her on the first one. And she didn't hear it on the trail. I thought she was going to take it herself.
Lu Wen misses the open J. Now, Sue Bird over to Maya Moore, and a three-point play opportunity coming for Maya Moore. And just as probably a lot of people expected, the USA have come out strong here in the third quarter.
Good game for Maya Moore so far. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And some great defense as well.
Gao Song and Lu Wen are going to come out. You see Maya Moore, the replay.
At the line for one, Maya Moore beating service of the school of Jack.
Not bad numbers for her tonight. 13 points and 6 rebounds. Well, Xiao was impressive. She's come back in. Huang gets it blocked. Sun gets the rebound, puts it up and misses, and Chen brings it back out.
Good play from China. And another possession into space the floor.
Chen puts up a three. Another rebound. And Ching Fang has her shot blocked by Griner.
He's kind of slowed down, lost a bit of his intensity, of its enthusiasm, but that plays into the hands of China, really. They can't slow it down, almost make it slightly boring. I think that helps them.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Huang goes straight at Griner again, tries to go up with a reverse layup. They don't have much time. They're going to have to put it up. And Ching Fang misses. And Griner gets it over to Taurasi. Now Bird. Taurasi into the lane. Travels.
Taurasi's in score mode at the moment. You can see every time she gets it, she's trying to get to the ring. She's trying to get a shot away. So after being so unselfish first half, this is where China really going to have to kind of keep an eye on her, see if they can hold her.
Three-pointer no good from Xiao. Now Taurasi pulls up for three. That's good.
You see it in the eyes right now.
Floodgates.
Yeah, Taurasi moves to 6. She's going to have 15 by the end of this third quarter unless China just sticks somebody on her, just deny her touches.
Sun puts up a three. That's good. Seen him answer threes with threes a few times tonight.
Fifth three.
Well, Sun's not afraid to put it up.
Fifth three for China as a team. They've done well.
That's a nice weapon, though, to have as your low post player like Sun to be able to go out and hit that three. There's Griner. Oh, that was quality. Nice spin and uses the glass. Boy, she's going to be good, isn't she? She's already good.
Yeah, absolutely. She is already very good. 13 points, 4 rebounds for her.
See the shooting percentages from inside the arc for both of those teams. China much lower. Maya Moore playing defense, picks up the foul.
She did a little too much, Maya Moore. She cut her off and then thought she was going to get the steal. Look, tried to reach in. That's where she got whistled for it. She knew she got greedy. Frustrated.
Huang and Ching Fang come out. And tough move inside. Well, I'll say as Tina Charles picks up the foul, Xiao Ting is, she's not afraid, is she? She's surrounded.
She's crafty. You know, that's the only way to describe her. She finds a way. There's no room for her. I think she's in a hole. Somehow she just emerges and gets a finish at the ring or steps through. Tough guard. Good production from the front line of the US, though. Both of them, Griner and Charles, 13 and 4. Griner 13 points, 4 rebounds, or 5 rebounds now, and then Charles 4 points, 13 rebounds.
Well, China going to have to get it done at this end if they don't want this thing to get out of hand here. Sue Bird goes in. The pass eludes Griner, but ends up in the hands of Charles, who gets in and draws the foul.
Number 15, China.
Those questions we asked at the half, turnovers. You know, they've got just the one, the China, but haven't been able to hit from the outside, just 1 3-point shot. It's the only points they've made in this third quarter. And then we asked, are the US going to get going? Tarazi has started to find her rhythm. That's why the US are now 11-3 in this third period.
Their son, she takes the seat. She's the one who hit the three-pointer. And Tina Charles misses both, but they can't keep Griner off of the glass. Can't keep Tarazi away, but the ball, well, no, it goes off of China, so USA will have another opportunity. And this is where it becomes difficult. Crashing the boards. And that was Maya Moore that was keeping it alive and able to knock it off of China. Tarazi inbounds it, gets it back from the left, puts it up and in. Well, there's no other player really, perhaps more, but you know, that can just kind of like say, okay, it's Tarazi time. Yeah. And you knew it's coming. You know it's coming in the third quarter, and sure enough it has. Now Song, her shot is no good, and now USA have possession and up 17, and it just changes so quickly.
Very similar to what we saw with Penny Taylor in Australia in the first game. Australia needed a basket. Taylor steps up. She had 18 in the first half. Tarazi could have 18 in the second, the way she started this one.
Pass over to Sue Bird. And here's Xiao Ting, goes right at Tarazi, and Tarazi picks up the foul. 3 fouls now on Tarazi.
Number 12, Tarazi. Third personal foul, 3. foul, and team start. Amerika Birleşik Devletleri'nin 3. takım var. Enter the game for China. Number 9, Yang Jing. Enter the game for USA.
So Lu Win takes the seat again, and he comes into the game for China. Xiao Ting. Well, she's a pleasant surprise, one of the pleasant surprises for China. She's got 7 points, 3 rebounds, only makes 1 of 2.
Griner down the floor early.
Charles into Griner. Off the glass, and it's in. And USA now up by 18.
All the work done by Griner before she catches the ball. Great ducking. Beautiful timing from her. Good pass from Charles as well.
See the assist, 14 for the USA, 5 for China. Gao Song. And things becoming a little bit harder now for China, certainly on the offensive end. Angel McCoughtry drives in, just kind of floats through the air and uses the glass.
It's a tough finish, McCoughtry. She is a scorer. In transition, she always gets contact, gets to the line a lot.
Zhang. And now Maya Moore quickly over to McCoughtry. And McCoughtry misses, but Maya Moore with the follow, misses, gets the rebound. McCoughtry goes in, gets the rebound, and scores with the putback. So that's going to force a timeout to be called by Tom Marr. And the game starting to get away from China. Look at the second effort points, okay? China, 14 offensive rebounds, 6 points, 21 offensive rebounds for the USA, and 18 points coming from that.
And a lot of those, interestingly enough, I bet, let's have a quick look. Second chance for this one up. US had 12 at the half, but for me, it feels like the depth of the US is really now starting to pay. You know, China have just put in so much effort throughout this game, but they're struggling to just maintain that level. The US, they got fresh bodies coming in. You know, we see for the first time.
Brianna Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart's in for the first time.
And
Okamike hasn't played a lot either. Nora's McCoughtry, just body of high quality for the US.
This is the play from McCoughtry where she just kind of floats, scores, and McCoughtry comes off the bench as well. Now Yang faces a trap, has to pass. Gao Song gets it back to Yang. She gets it across midcourt in time. Yang over to Xiao Ting, who puts it up. And Brianna Stewart gets the rebound, citing Collegian out of the University of Connecticut. Lindsay Whalen misses over there on the baseline. Xiao Ting bounce pass to Gao Song. Xiao Ting drives in, has the shot blocked. And Gao Song gets the rebound, or picks up the loose ball rather, and puts it up and in.
China should have had an easy two, but Zhang cut in front of her own player, took away a layup. Stayed with it though, China. Did get the score in the end.
She helps sandwich, or him the player on the baseline. Brianna Stewart misses her first shot. And second, third opportunities, and Lindsay Whalen finally scores.
You just can't give them that many chances to score, the US. You know they'll hit one.
Yang comes over, gives it back to Gao, and Gao misses. But China will get possession here with 40 seconds, 40.8 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Credit again to Yang, the young point guard. She was the one that made the play. Came off the screen, good awareness. Hit the rolling player. Couldn't score, but they keep the offensive rebound alive. She really has given quality minutes.
Yang. Now Ji. And ball not dropping for China, just hasn't dropped for much of the night for the USA. Lindsay Whalen's pass into the hands of Xiao Ting. Xiao Ting goes all the way and scores.
Xiao Ting finds a way to get to the ring. 9 for her. She's the leading scorer for China in just 13 minutes.
Lindsay Whalen right at the end of the quarter, and that stays out. So the USA, they've increased their lead substantially to 60-40 here at the FIBA World Championship for women over China.
One more time on the stage. Bir kez daha sahnede B1 Dance Show.
Well, only 2 of 11 from three-point range for the USA. You have to think that one of these opponents coming up are going to pay for that.
Well, for me, I'm looking and saying, well, as we talked about through this game, you're not going to stop the US from scoring, but you've got to try and make it as difficult for them as possible, or hold them to their lowest percentage. And perhaps it is forcing to the outside. You know, we know Tarazi has great range, but outside of that, who would you say is a great shooter on the US team? They've got people that can make shots, absolutely, but there's no weaknesses really on this team. There is perhaps a weaker area, and is that the three-point shooting? Will the other teams be sitting there, you know, scouting this game and saying, well, China haven't played any zone. Let's see if we can zone this US. Let's see if we can pack it in. See if they can beat us from the outside.
Thank you very much for B1 Dance Show. Teşekkür ediyoruz.
Well, 60-40, the USA in front here at the start of the 4th quarter of their Group D opener against China. Really having it much more their way in the 3rd quarter. G misses the long 3, but it bounces out to Yang. And the 19-year-old hands it back to G. And Yi puts it up and rims out, but yep, another rebound collected by Shang, and Yang calls the offense. One of the 2 19-year-olds in this China team. So a bright part of the future. Shang misses, and finally the USA come up with it. Simone Augustus has it knocked away, but chases it back down, then pulls up, and kind of just pulls up as she does so often in the WNBA with Minnesota.
Yeah, very smooth. Simone Augustus is a very good player, isn't she? Multi-skilled, multi-talented, does a bit of everything for the team.
Huang is being guarded by Brianna Stewart.
Number 10 on numara Brianna Stewart.
And you can see why Oriema didn't like that call, because she got a lot of ball.
Great
opportunity for Stewart to get some minutes in the first game of this tournament. She will see a lot of time in this 4th quarter.
Well, you can see why she's in the team. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah.
She's a special talent.
Yes, she is. I mean, hasn't looked out of place at all. Got a good clean look. She'll score some points here. Get comfortable. Different for her playing in this type of team, though.
Well, she's an incredible talent. Can go outside, go inside. McCoughtry. Stewart passes over to Lindsay Whalen on the baseline. So Lindsay Whalen knocks it down. She's got 8. And it's now the biggest lead of the game for the USA. Xiao Ting spins, gets inside, has the shot blocked by Stewart. We've seen a couple of times good defense from Stewart. Able, she's very long, isn't she? She can make those plays. Huang, though, pulls up and hits the jump shot.
Yeah, Stewart she was beaten, but recovered. Just didn't give the play up at all. And then Yang with another assist for her team.
Brianna Stewart hands it off to Whalen. Whalen almost loses it. Ogwumike gets in there, and Brianna Stewart just soars in, catches that ball, and puts it up and in.
There are the first 2 for Stewart.
Well, remember those, folks. Of course, she's played for the USA at youth level and won numerous championships. Here she is with the senior team. Angel McCoftry flies in and scores with the left hand. And the lead now has ballooned to 25.
Yeah, this is where it's unfortunate if you're China. They played so well, but as we said, this USA team is just not going to take his foot off the pedal. Everybody coming in with a point to prove. If China aren't careful, this one could look really embarrassing for them, considering the way they've played. Actually, embarrassing is probably the wrong word. It's not embarrassing, but just disappointing in how they've played for this such long stretches.
Whalen comes out. Dupree gets back in. See, I don't know if you could see that Lindsay Whalen was giving a hug to Coach Oriema, who wanted to strangle her because she hadn't done something right. But I'm sure he'll forgive her. Chen over on the baseline gets it off just in time. Dupree now. Hands it back to Bird. And Brianna Stewart. The only player we haven't seen now is Odyssey Sims. Oh, nice play from Simone Augustus. Dribbles behind the back. That might be the best move of the night right there. 8 points. Now to Chen. Long shot from Chen. And really, China, their level seems to be dropping substantially here in the latter stages of the game. Sue Bird puts it up and in off the glass. And Tom Marr has seen enough with 6:10 remaining. He calls a timeout, 72-43. His team now trailing by 29.
Have some authority about your play.
Shooting percentages inside and outside. This is a game, presumably, that definitely the USA can build on. Unless they have a total collapse, they're going to go ahead and win this. You can see the field goal shooting percentage by quarter. So that second quarter for China was excellent. But other than that, it's been a struggle, especially in the second half. Whereas for the United States, well, it's gotten really a lot better here in the fourth quarter. But you know that USA will use this as a launch pad for greater things. But what about China? I mean, are they going to be able to build on this performance?
Well, that's the question. You know, the US shooting 86% because they've been laying the ball up after turnovers through the majority of this fourth quarter. The problem for China is, you know, you remember the second half. You remember how the game finished. You remember the scoreline. So they need a good 6 minutes here just to establish themselves once again. You know, they shot the ball so well. Everything was smooth for them in that first half. But then, you know, after going 4 of 10 first half, they're just 1 of 7 in the second from three-point line. So you're going to say, you know, really, they need a good couple of minutes out of this six minutes remaining.
They'll also play Angola and Serbia in Group D. And you know, certainly Serbia will be a match. Nice move there from Sun.
Great execution, typical Tom Marr play. Loves that flex action, that baseline screen. That's exactly what he went to there.
Dupree pulls up. And Candice Dupree just in the lane, scores easily. Now, Huang backs up Ogwumike. Brianna Stewart catches it, gets it over to Bird like she's supposed to, the point guard. Bird just pulls up, misses. Ogwumike crashes the boards into the hands of Brianna Stewart, who gets on the ground, and it goes off of Stewart and over to China.
Great hustle from Chen. She was on the floor first. She wanted it.
Chen pulls up. That's a good shot from Chen.
Good response coming out the timeout from China. Two good scores. They played hard on this defensive end as well.
Foul on China playing defense.
Number 10 on the man.
So it remains to be seen as this tournament unfolds. Zhang comes in for Huang. Brianna Stewart comes out. Maya Moore goes back in for her. It remains to be seen how opponents are going to attack this USA team. How they'll defend them. Will one opponent, two opponents maybe go to a zone and try to see if they can have some success that way. Maya Moore, when she hits a shot like that, suggests maybe that's not going to be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the US have got a number of players mid-range, so good. Candice Dupree, Simone Augustus, and Maya Moore, three of them on the floor at the moment. Such a tough guard. They can catch and shoot, they can pull up off the dribble, they can get to the ring.
Number 6 numara Super. Second personal foul. İkinci foul team second. Amerika Birleşik Devletleri'nin ikinci takım faul. Enter the game for China.
So Li Ming exits the game. Huang, in it goes, and Huang is fouled from behind Ogwumike.
Number 13, 13 numara Mkati Ogwumike. First personal foul, birinci foul, and team
So
start.
Griner made an impact on the game tonight. She made sure to get her dunk in. She didn't waste much time doing that. She displayed a nice soft shooting touch during the game. She blocked some shots, got some rebounds.
15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. Just 17 minutes. Couldn't have asked for too much more, really.
But it also helps her to have players like Tina Charles out there. And, you know, Tina Charles, for me, is kind of the enforcer in this team. I mean, she's the real rock-solid, you know, when you need somebody to go in there and make a play, certainly defensively, or to get a rebound, she's going to be the one to do it.
Yeah, well, she does the, you know, the unseen work. A bit like Sue Bird for me as well. Two players, they might, you know, never lead the team in scoring. They've got other players that do it, but they're the glue that holds everyone together. Bird pushes the tempo, shares the ball, plays hard defense, you know, sets the tone on the ball as well. Whereas Tina Charles is, you know, great passer on the inside, very unselfish, a very good defender rebounder.
Good play from China. Come up with the steal. Lu Wen, watch this. And then she's fouled by Sue Bird.
Third personal foul, üçüncü foul.
Sue Bird's night. She's played 20 minutes. She's got 4 points, 3 assists. I think the stats never really truly reflect her contribution on the game, but she fouls Lu Wen, who just hasn't looked nearly, you know, she would have been the most hyped of all the players tonight for China coming in. And I'm just wondering if that hand being taped the way that it is giving her problems.
She hasn't made a field goal in this one, 0 of 5 from the field.
You know, back to that point on Tina Charles, though, she's only scored 4 points. But you know what? She's got 15 rebounds. You know you're going to get something from her. Simone Augustus. She misses, but Ogwumike follows up her miss.
Ogwumike's wingspan is incredible. You know, she's not the biggest out there, but she just extends upwards to get every rebound.
3-point attempt, no good. And Sue Bird collects the rebound. So Oriema calls the play, and Odyssey Sims is going to get into the game. And that pass from Moore wasn't read properly. And China get out on the fast break. And Sun is able to get the layup.
It was a terrible pass from Moore. It hit Candice Dupree in the head. She was looking the other way. I don't think it was to Dupree. I think she was trying to find Simone Augustus, but just passing it off the left hand went wayward for Moore.
Dupree pulls up. That's her favorite spot.
I mean, that looks so smooth, doesn't it? It doesn't look like she would ever miss one of those.
Lu Wen, see if she can get one to go down. Still off target. Now Sue Bird pushes it. Pass over to Simone Augustus. And Simone Augustus buries the three-pointer. Now it's a 31-point lead.
That's what we're talking about. Sue Bird, she pushes it. She doesn't get anything on the stats, but she's the one that created the tempo. Kicks it cross court. The easy extra pass gives the open three.
Shang. Now Dupree. And Sue Bird over to Augustus. And Simone Augustus with a nice little dribbling display there. Little jump shot, but she's off target now quickly, and the USA fall asleep and gave away the layup, and they finally do. Ogwumike doesn't foul. Moriema wasn't very happy with that sequence. So a timeout, 83-54. USA with 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining. .25 of 53 inside. You can see China struggling, getting about half as many opportunities in the paint. Tom Moore, he's going to use this to coach. This timeout, the final minute, 41 seconds. He wants to see effort, to see the 61 rebounds for the USA, 44 for China.
That's a lot of rebounds in a game of basketball there. 100. The US have shot 87 times in this game. Only 7 turnovers for them. I mean, it's just an excellent job of getting shots. Offensive rebounds, no turnovers. Equals a lot of shots when you play at the speed they do.
So the final minute, 41 seconds to be played here on this opening night of the FIBA World Championship for women. In Group D, Odyssey Sims passes to McCoughtry. And then the alley-oop pass into Brandon Stewart. So I guess they must have called that play during the timeout. A little bit of wanted a highlight reel play to finish things off with here tonight. Yang is guarded by Sims. Now here's Gao Song. Yang puts up a three. And Ogwumike with the rebound. Now Odyssey Sims. Boy, she's quick, isn't she? And already she's going to get an opportunity to put some points on the board.
It just shows you the US depth we keep referring to. Odyssey Sims hasn't played the whole game, gets it, immediately puts on the jets, goes right at the Chinese defense, causes them problems, gets to the line.
Just with that one play, she looks like the fastest, the quickest of all the point guards.
Yeah.
Just 22 years of age, shoots them up quickly. And it's 85-54. Yang. Now Gao Song. And Gao Song, she's got 8. So I suppose Brianna Stewart, Sims, Ogwumike, we're going to be seeing them in a lot of USA teams in the future, as well as Griner.
It's the next generation, isn't it, for USA basketball? And Tarazi, Parker and Bird eventually do stop playing.
Zhang's pass batted out. Effort still there late in the contest. 29.3 seconds to go. Now gets it over to Yang. So chase down the corner is Ogwumike. USA will be back in action tomorrow. And they're going to dribble it out here at the end. They're going to be settling for an 87-56 win over China, who really gave us a good show tonight, certainly in the first half. But the quality, the class, and depth in the second half of the USA helps them pull away, storm away, really, for an 87-56 win. Well, all smiles for the USA here at the FIBA World Championship for Women. The defending champions off to a winning start. It didn't come easy in the first half, but they started to pull away in the second half, in the third quarter, as we thought might happen. And there you see the stats. And Lloyd, I suppose anybody can read that. I mean, okay, if you want to pick holes in their performance, you could say they can shoot better from three-point range, maybe make some more free throws. But overall, to go up against them for 40 minutes, it's pretty tough for anybody, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the scout against the US isn't particularly hard. We know what they can do. They're an incredible team. They're 12 deep. They play excellent defense. They're going to always challenge on the boards. And the question is not, can you get a run? It's, you know, as you said, can you sustain it for 40 minutes? Because China at the half, they've done everything right, really. They still trailed by 7, but we said, you know, they're very much within this game. But at the end of it, they still have a 31-point loss.
Well, that's it for day one at the FIBA World Championship for Women. Thanks for watching, everybody.
박사의 손 Tauhase.
Good job, guys. Pick it up in the second half. Nice. USA, 1, 2, 3.